Yo, there we go. All right. Let's do it to it. Boys, how's it going? How's it going? Hail. Yeah, brother, let's go. Sweet. All right. Trying to figure out what to start with. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. So I'm debating how to approach this. I think it makes sense to start with Watkins, but I don't want to just do Watkins. And then I also should probably limit it to a few cars. Yeah. I was thinking I'll start with Corvette here. Take note of the conditions and see if I can replicate it as much as possible, I guess. Let me kind of do that. So at least I'll have the weather. So when we go through and do other sessions, I can at least try to do that. I wish I knew starting track. Well, I guess I'll see it once we get going. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just kind of pick a couple cars and go from there. Yeah, our Corvette livery is pretty sick. So that definitely helps. That definitely helps. Wonder if I should put notes on the screen. What's going on, Seth? Oh my god. You know what? Maybe I'll just leave them up here. All right, let's start with the Corvette. Yeah, my thought process is Corvette, McLaren, Ferrari. Those are the ones I think I would be most excited to drive. Just trying to think of what else is there. I mean, Ferrari would be fun. It's been a long time. I don't really think I've driven the 296 very much. I used to drive the 488 a lot. That was actually the first GT3 car I drove, and I drove that for a lot of special events. So yeah, 296 could be fun. BMW, I'm just not excited about. Aston Martin, not really excited about. Lamborghini, that's a tough one. I did that. I tried that. I don't know. It was okay. I didn't get on with it super well. Corvette would be fun. I've done it. Acura, just have no interest. Porsche, love. Ford, I've done it. Really don't have interest to do it again. Mercedes, I did it recently. Not last season, season prior. Really wasn't happy about it at the start. Really was not happy about that at the start. But really came around on that car. That had a lot of fun. By the end of the season, we were having a great time. And also too, like a lot of the guys, a lot of the like stronger competition and elbows out was just not in GT3 that season. I mean, it was literally me, Colin, and Mike, and maybe Will was around for a little while. I'm trying to think who else was in there. Well, it weren't a lot of guys really, but Tyler and Brian, they were in LMP2 or GTP or something, you know, like Gage and Andrew and freaking Jeff. Those guys weren't here yet. So, you know, it was fun, but we weren't pushing super hard either. So anyway, that's kind of where my head's at with it. I know you can't see this very well. Maybe I can fix that real fast. Let's do this. Did Porsche. It was a 43.7. I mean, you know, times are going to be totally all over the map because different sessions. But I'll give it a shot. We'll have some fun with it. Corvette season, summertime, put the top down. I know, man. I tell you, I miss mine. I really do. There's a lot of times where I'm like, I'm going somewhere and it's like perfect Corvette, you know, perfect Corvette weather. like even the trip, like it's not like it's a trip, like where I'm going, it's just like it's chill. I'm gonna be there for like an hour, you know, cruise 20 minutes down the road, easy peasy, no weather, Corvette weather. Yeah, I miss it. I miss not having it for sure. I don't miss paying property taxes for this stupid thing. Or worrying about it like having issues that I have to pay to repair, but I do miss the car. All right. I think I don't know the best way to approach. I kind of hate the idea of using previous season setups. I kind of just want to just go with like the high downforce just to have some kind of like baseline. Although I guess let me look something up real fast. Texas can't be. Yeah, no, they would be pretty chill. They would be quite chill. I've thought a lot about it. I don't know, man. I kind of want like kind of want something fast again. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I think about it and then I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't, you know. I just kind of go back and forth. Ran fixed. You ran medium? Okay. Yeah, I think for me, I think it's more of like a medium high, probably somewhere in the middle there. So yeah, twisties. Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's plenty of country roads nearby. For sure. Watkins Glen, Azibut. I assume that's the right one. And Zivette GTE. No, we do not. Corvette. I just want to see the Wang situation. 43-0. Let's see. What kind of Wang you running, sir? That ain't it. GTE, no. What is that? Let's see, what Wang y'all running? 7.5? What's the max? Okay, so 2 off the max. Medium. 6.5. Okay, so 1 click off that. Not bad. Let's try it, I guess. Since I do have it, let's just try it. Have Raptor, yeah. That thing hauls ass, man. That thing's like shockingly fast, to be honest. Yeah, it's true. I mean, with the Corvette, it was like super fun, all the things, but you can't even remotely get a feel for what that thing can do on any sort of public road at all. Like it's almost kind of ridiculous. It's like you think about touching the throttle, you're at 75. It's like, all right, cool. I mean, I definitely did some stupid numbers in that car, but yeah, it's kind of another reason I'm glad I don't have it. Yeah, unfortunately the wing, they don't translate direct or anything, but I'd love to be able to get rid of those bars. It's going to be tough too to evaluate these cars while I'm streaming. I thought about doing it like solo, just so that I can focus, but whatever. Yeah, it's hard to like really focus. Oh, dang it. Hard to do both. God damn, this thing wants to spin around. Good grief. Sure we don't need some extra wang? Come on, tires. Yeah, but at least I can, like, evaluate it a little bit better. Try to be more consistent with my driving. I mean, the nice thing is, too, like, again, with the Porsche, I don't even have to think about it. I literally just sit down and go. Really, I don't practice. I don't really do anything. I literally just show up and race. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's see that again. I don't know if 7 wing is it, man. 28 degrees, 29 degrees. Is that on the downshift? God damn. I don't think I was going that fast. It was literally right when I popped that downshift. That's interesting. Gosh, she looks good there, don't she? Interesting. Yeah, it would take some getting used to. I mean, no question about it. Yeah, 100%. Might have to change the feedback a little bit and make it a little stronger. So stuff you kind of take for granted. It's like I've spent so much time in the Porsche, I could just have it all dialed in like perfectly for me. Like where I'm sitting in the car, strength of the feedback, just it all just kind of fits. It is kind of wild to me. Oh, wow, crazy understeer. Wild to me to think that I literally drove this car for 2 straight seasons when it first came out. I mean, honestly. After I made the switch back to the Porsche and then came back to it, it was just like, I couldn't believe I'd ever driven it before. It's so fundamentally different. Yeah, I do like the dash in this car quite a bit. Even something as simple as seeing the colors for the tire temps and the pressures is really nice. I feel like I would have to actually practice. Which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, yeah. I made those marks. Alright, let's see if we can get comfy in it a little bit. God, people are putting in some quick times up there. I'm surprised on how the BMW got along after the balance change. Interesting. So you feel like the BMW feels good? Presumably? Is it fast, or does it just feel comfy? Is it balanced? Yeah, like once you drive one car a whole lot, going to anything else feels so foreign. It's not like an impossible thing to overcome. It's just like the muscle memory gets so strong. Like feel like I'm barely turning the wheel for that. Doesn't plow that. Hey, take the little wins, right? Crazy understeer right now. Get these tires up. I mean, driving this thing now, it really brings me back to like the PRL days. That's when I drove it as much as I did. Those were so fun. I learned so much in those like 2 seasons I raced with those guys. It was a good time. It's hard to overstate how good that field was. Like those guys were crazy fast. The dude that won, I was in the amateur group, just as an FYI. I was in the AM group, and the main guy in pro, he was actually the Ferrari esports driver, like the actual one. You know what I mean? Like that dude was so good. I'm trying to remember his name. What was his name? It was insane. It was crazy fast and just made no mistakes. Changed the tires at all in this update. Not that I've seen anything. I feel like the Colts are worse. I feel like the TC change is crazy big. I mean, that is insane, dude. I need more wing, please. I wish in a practice session you could just change the wing. Like, not have to box and cold tire it and all that. Really? Appreciate that, Simply. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, I noticed it right away in the Porsche on Tuesday when I got into a session. I mean, I felt like I was in TC like the whole time. It was crazy. I mean, my lights on the dash were on like constantly. I was like, all right, this doesn't seem right. And this thing will turn, that's for sure. So pushy. Yeah, I do think it's... Using previous season setups is definitely not the play right now, but... I mean, obviously I'm doing it too. It's just nothing... I guess we could just use baseline stuff. Or fixed, I guess. What's up, Malik? I'm doing well, brother. I hope you are too. What's up, Greg? Welcome, welcome. Congrats on your time. Your finding of time today at Watkins. Yeah, it's... I feel like it's always like that with this... Oh my god. I want some wing so bad. Yeah, it's hard too because like your time could be so much different based on whether you're in a car that just historically has a good fixed setup. Like for instance, the Lamborghini. Nice, man. Read half that, hold on. If you don't pick the vet, I'm out. Respect.
45.676. That was your fastest lap of the session.
It is scary right now, I'll tell you that much. How goes it? Which way are you leaning? I just started. Yeah, it's hard. This thing is terrifying to drive right now. I don't know if it's a previous season setup situation or I desperately need some wing. It's scary on the brakes. I mean, at least I have an incredible livery for this car. That honestly brings it up a couple notches. That's for sure. Understeer's not too bad out there. Come on. Of course I say that. That's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is picking a car that just naturally isn't gonna fare very well with the bop, and that I just struggle to come to grips with, knowing, and then I'm in a race and I'm in like 7th and I'm like, well, I know if I was in the Porsche I'd be in 3rd, you know what I mean, or whatever. That would be tough to deal with for 3 months. Yeah, that thing does not want to participate. Enter the Mustang vent Ferrari within a second. Yeah, I mean, a second is a pretty good gap, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Kind of hard to say, to be honest. We all have the same choice. Yeah, I just don't want to make a bad one. I'd be annoyed because then I'm stuck with it for 12 weeks, you know? Come on a bit. Sounds like you're 100%. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Yes, yeah, I'll be doing the full season, or at least as much of it as I can. As far as I know, right now, I'm available every Wednesday night, but you just don't know. Stuff pops up. Baseball camps and all sorts of things. So, as of right now, I'm available the whole time, but we'll see. I know at some point we're going to go on a lake trip, and it's probably going to be in the middle of a week or something. So, I'll try to schedule it for a really shitty track so that I don't miss anything fun. Alright, a little bit of wing, see if that helps at all. Stuck with a Ford for 12 weeks, at least it's exactly. Yeah. Oh, GTP, that's fun. See how much difference this one click makes. I'll tell you the other part of it too is like, I've been driving the Porsche, I don't know, last year and a half. I mean, technically, I guess I did the Merc for the 2 seasons ago now for Elbows Out, but just generally speaking, driving the Porsche for a long time, Porsche has not been at the top of the totem pole, you know what I mean? And now all of a sudden, as of last season it was. Now I don't know what the most recent update, you know, does to that pecking order, so to speak. But I would be so frustrated if like the Porsche is crazy good and I go pick something else finally. So yeah, I'm not committing to anything at this point. I'm just trying to get a feel for some of these cars. Unfortunately, I only have a couple days to make this decision too, so I don't know, JR. It's a great question, and I don't know yet. I'm so uncomfortable with this car right now. I'm not getting anywhere close to potential lap times with it, for sure. I have to imagine that it does. How much, I don't know. Oh, that's right. I forgot. But looking at the season schedule, Colin was saying this earlier too, and I just feel like you look at the season schedule and it's not all that conducive to Porsche to begin with. I mean, I guess Daytona notwithstanding, but where the Porsche has its strengths, it doesn't feel like combinations of, especially also with the drag edition, but like Monza, Road America, some of those bigger fast track, Spa, that's where you're going to see like Ferrari and McLaren and stuff like that really shine. Not saying you can't do well with it, but it's not like it's just kind of like a built-in half second or couple tenths or whatever. Oh, council, damn. Holy shit. Doesn't want to turn that last corner. Beamer.
46.027.
I mean, I'm in freaking ABS like crazy right there. Why? Hopefully the track temp's kind of staying consistent here. I like to be able to judge myself against others. I mean, I'm 2 seconds slower than Will at the moment, so that's super fun. 43.6. I got nothing for that. Static weather, yeah, that would be good. Alright, at least with the click of wing in the back, it's not as unpredictable on corner entry. Corner entry with the one click less wing was crazy. Yeah, I'm in 14th right now. Not good. You have to try to mimic conditions a little bit. Try some of those other ones out too. I want to give this a good number of laps to get a feel for it. Jesus. Right in front of me, that's great. Shit. 500ths. That's not good.
45.997.
I have not tried the M2, no. It really looks cool. I like the, I like how much of the dash is, like, I guess, screens and all that fun stuff. It's shocking to me that that would be in a race car, but when I first saw that, I was like, did they actually have all of that in a race car? Seems like something you know, you'd see in like a modern Mercedes on the road or something. You can watch it. Wait, like actually? One thing I always remember about this car, it actually is in a much higher RPM than you think. Like right there, I'm like, oh, I should be downshifting, but I think it's typically in a pretty good RPM torque range to just not. Hey, what's up, brother? All good, dude. All good. I mean, I guess it's okay that you were getting educated. Wow, that was a very bad corner.
45.448. You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
I'm still 1.8 seconds off the pace. These bars, I genuinely hate these bars. I get like realism and stuff, but like I hate those bars. Yeah, long ways to go. Dang it, understeer. Never. Yeah, it always got to me. That's one thing I like about the Lambo, at least with the Lambo for the GT3 series, they're gone. I never got used to it. I mean, I drove this car exclusively for 2 seasons when it first came out. It just drove me crazy. No, they're not aliens. It's just, I'm not comfortable with this car. I'm trying to remember how to drive it. I don't think I'll get there, but we'll make some progress.
45.102. You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
Corvette. Yeah, definitely making progress. Not sure where I'm missing the time, to be honest. What's up, Mike? Oh, fuck. Would have been there. Would have been close. Damn.
45.04. You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to play with TC for sure. I have not messed with it right now. I've read it. I saw it on Reddit today, people talking about that. I'll turn it off here in a second. I also love how my left front's 103 degrees. Yeah, TC, it's way too aggressive right now. I think they're trying to get it to make some, like, make it matter in iRacing. But they definitely screwed something up. I'll just turn it off and we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it was the first thing I noticed when the build came up. I jumped in the Porsche, I think here? Somewhere, and it was just constant. I was literally in TC like constantly. Couldn't believe it. I'm a huge fan of the Porsche, yeah. Spa. Like.
44.785. New fastest lap for you.
I think the fact that you can turn it off and go faster is probably a bad thing. Yeah, I also love the Porsche. Rotation is so subtle. TC no OBS. Yeah, it's off right now. It's funny how
How's the hell to say, bruh?
couldn't even get it sideways right there.
I was just flying around.
I was flying around, but there you would. Eee! Love it. A little bit faster.
44.697. You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
I'm in Virginia now. GT3 only, yeah. So there's a session for GT3s, there's a session for LMP2, and there's a session for GT3 or GTPs. Yeah, I have TC off completely right now. Texas, nice. Yeah, this is always out. So this is like a preseason test sessions that they've got set up for us. I think there's one Monday, Tuesday, Thursday this week, or Monday, I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's just a couple days this week, basically. I forget the exact days. See the competition? Oh. Nah, they're not in here. Okay, you can't get it sideways. Alright, let's turn ABS off. Fuck it. No assists.
.732.
Oh, that's weird. That is a weird feeling in a GT3. Wonder how much of a crutch it is to use ABS in this car, or these cars, I guess. Oof. That's a tough corner without ABS. So is that one. Alright, what am I? Still 1.04 seconds off the pace. I'd like some ABS, please. Yeah.
45.626.
Alright, I'm at least starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Still not fast. Certainly better. Dang it. Lost all my time with that one. Not getting on the throttle early enough there. Yeah, these are just practice sessions, so there's no race tonight. We're just literally in open practice sessions testing cars. Yeah, matching revs. Basically, no computers. Nah, you're good, man. Just letting you know. It really does like understeer on exit. I don't like that. No, I'm just testing cars. No. I don't really do anything, certainly not official. I don't do any real racing during week 13 in iRacing. It's kind of a shit show. I mean, it's literally a shit show. Everybody drives like a psychopath, and I'm not too interested in that. So yeah, I just kind of wait. I don't actually, I almost never stream during week 13. I just kind of lay low and take the time off, more or less. But I don't know, I feel like I haven't been streaming too much recently anyway, so good time to get some practice in. Especially if I'm actually going to pick a different car, which my front left is 104, which is nuts. Whew. Was I even decent with some of these guys? 44.6 was my fastest. Man, I'm fucking miles off of Jeff, Gage, Will. I mean, those would be my benchmark. I'm like 8, 9 tenths off those guys, which is tough. I wish you could jump into the same session. And yeah, I don't think, what, I streamed yesterday a little bit, but prior to that I hadn't streamed since the last league race of the season. Let's just take a couple notes, man. BRS +1 Wang. What did we do here? I think this is just VRS. 0 TC. I can type, I promise. 6 sessions, yes, we can't. Nah, I wish, man. Yeah, I wish you could. I wish you could. It would just make things so much easier just to be able to come back and compare yourself against other people, but unfortunately, no. Yeah, that would be great. All right, rear scary loose on entry early in the run. On throttle, understeer, on exits, especially fast sweepers. Final corner, Watkins Glen. I mean, looks incredible. Sounds like ass. And F those windshield bars for real. Just fun to drive. It shows last, not fastest. Yeah, no, I was still a second slower. So Will in the McLaren did a 43.65. My fastest was a 44.69. So yeah, a little bit slower. Note taking's immaculate. Yeah, I'm going to. Don't worry, Michael. I'm going to. I'm trying some cars. Yeah, for Porsche was definitely faster. Now this was last night's session. Actually, last night's session I didn't do the 43.7. So you gotta remember, like, conditions are really important. Let's take a look at some of those, because conditions are truly important. Let's see. So yesterday, this was my offline session. This was the practice session. Now, presumably, this was the practice session I did for Elbows Out. Shit talking. Brother, I shit talk in my sleep. God damn it. Don't get me started. I know it's preseason. Don't get me fired up, okay? We'll save that for next week. But seriously, so yeah, medium downforce sprint. I ran a 44.7 in the Porsche, and that was same conditions. Okay, good to know. So same conditions as last night's, as it is right now. So that's good. Oh, love it. This tri feels off. I don't know how to explain it. It's not hot. It feels not grippy. Yeah, I agree with you. I wonder if it's the TC changes and stuff like that. You know what I mean, Mr. Bigglesworth? I'm in Elbows Out Racing, so it's a private league. We have a whole bunch of practice sessions set up for us. It's like our preseason week. I'm in one of those. So, you know, if we're apples to apples here, yes, I did do the 43.7 yesterday as well, but I did that in a different session. It was clean track, which makes a massive difference. It was hotter than these sessions, but, you know, a couple, like 3 degrees, 2 degrees, not a big deal. So let's, for the sake of consistency here, I don't remember what it felt like. It didn't feel good. I do know that. I remember it felt very floaty. Oh shit. Okay, no problem. Yeah, did the mess with the tire model not tell us? I don't think so. I don't think so. Go to the graph where you can overlay your lap on the Porsche and the Corvette. Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't feel like that's going to help me, to be honest with you. I think this is much more, the difference for me is comfort. It's literally comfort. Like the first laps you saw me run here, get rid of that. The first laps that you saw me run here, like your boy was not comfortable at all. Right? Like I was wrecking loose here and I gave it one click of wang, went back to full fuel again. Not full, but half, whatever, 50 liters. And then again, you know, back into like high 45s, mid 45, low 45, 45 flat, 44.7, 44.6. I literally took chunks of time out every single lap. And then I kind of started making some mistakes and doing dumb shit. But yeah, like you literally just watched me go from a 46 flat to a 44.6 in, what is that, 6 or 7 laps? Sorry, 6 or 7, can't help myself. So yeah, I'm like, I haven't driven this car in a really long time, right? I'm literally chunking it out every lap, remembering how to drive this car. It's fundamentally different than the Porsche for sure. So yeah, like looking at the lap times between cars, honestly, it doesn't help me too much. It's way more about just general comfort. Trying to remember last night in the Porsche. So let's make a note of that. 28. C. Moderate usage. Those are probably the most important parts. Okay. I'm trying to remember how that feels with that Porsche, man. I just remember it feeling so floaty. God. Like more so than normal. Something about the Porsche that's really normal, it floats. You feel like you're floating in that car. Like you feel weight transfer, especially laterally in that car, like nothing else to me. I felt like it was way more floaty than I remember. But majors, I did not do majors. No. Dust changes, TC. Yeah, could just be that simple, to be honest. Yeah. I do think like we're like pushing these things to our limits, you know, like we're on the limit. And so yeah, I think like any little changes like that can definitely make a huge difference for sure. Closed general chat. Oh my god. Yeah, Ferrari's coming. Yeah, I haven't hit that slowdown yet. I'm kind of surprised. But yeah. TC2 felt stable, TC0. Okay. Yeah, I'll try 0. I switched the Corvette to TC0 once the tires got warm and it was fine. I mean, like literally didn't feel any difference from that to before. Like stability wise, it's totally fine. Which doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem like you should be able to have 0 TC in a Corvette around here and have no problems. I don't remember a whole lot else about that, so we're just going to leave it as such. Let's go find... See if I can find some old sets. The other challenges here, I'm using sets from like season 1. So these are some old sets set up for a car that we're not even barely driving anymore, it feels like. They were in a 43-1. So I'll get the Ferrari, I'll get the McLaren, we'll give those two bad boys a shot. Trying to get super light with the, yeah, for sure. Split 10. That's crazy. All right, come on. Give me sets. Internet, fuck. I know it works because I'm streaming. All right, let's quit out of here. We'll try to replicate the session as best I can. Go from there. All right, Watkins 0. Let's try with the McLaren. hoping that I can just start one off of this. Can I do that? No, I can't. That's unfortunate. I was hoping there was something down here that would be like test session from or something. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I'm hoping it'll copy the weather and stuff. Boom. Sure did. Sweet. All right. Watkins Glen Zeboot and McLaren. Where you be? McLaren, iRacing. Yep. All right. Where are you? 296. Perfect. All right. Let's get it. Watching all these stream drama. Oh, geez. What does it mean? It's just the name of the league. Yeah, it's just their choice of name. I'll just leave that alone for now. Turnover rate? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't run it or anything. I just participate. Yeah, I have no idea. Do they open it up? They might. I mean, not like, if they do, it's not like anything big. And I think it's still open. Like the season doesn't start till next week. There might be a couple spots. Yeah, I don't think it's full. I think there's a couple spots left. Yeah, looks like Michael's got you. Yeah, starts next week. Races on Wednesday nights. I think quali starts 9 p.m. Eastern, generally, somewhere in there. Maybe 10 minutes in either direction, I forget. And it's an hour-long race where you have to change your tires. So that helps a little bit with strategy. Golly, I forgot how heavy the steering is in this car. Oh my god. So the control thing is totally different. Oh my god, do I actually have to make one like this? Don't like that. How they change all this shit. Where is this? Why can't I do this? The steering? I have to calibrate the steering? I'm not going to do this. Let's go back to baseline. Ignore. I'll just deal with it. Alright, I haven't driven this sucker in a long time. So yeah, the conditions are the same. My god, the screen's heavy as shit. Still meta? I don't know. I think the truth of the matter is, I think we always ask that kind of question like during week 13, and the reality is the only people that know are not telling people. You know? Like those esport teams that are sitting there testing and trying to figure out what's best. Like, that stuff doesn't get out too far. I think most of the rest of us don't figure that out until 2 weeks or so into the season. So it's hard to say. Le Mans. Yeah, it actually kind of works out because the House of the Dragon for HBO starts back up in like a week or so, week and a half. So I might actually get HBO literally just to watch that show for 2 months. So I could also watch Le Mans this weekend. Le Mans. See if we can remember how to... Oh my god. Understeer. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, one, yes, the car is very strong. But two, that track is generally pretty suited to the Ferrari anyway. It's definitely a Ferrari track. Kind of like Spa. Just historically, it's always been a pretty good car there. But yeah, Ferrari was definitely right at the top of that list. Le Mans Ultimate, I think it's fine. I like iRacing more, but I think it's totally fine. I've got like 60-ish hours in that game. Mike, that's probably way more than me. He might be able to give you more insight. I watched a little bit of the highlights from I guess it's like the first wave of qualifying today. Not a ton. Yeah, they're definitely some. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't love the way they do their practice sessions, but yeah. I mean, you can do like an offline practice session or something. You don't have to do the ones that are hosted, and you don't have to do the ones that are like the official ones or whatever you want to call them. You don't have to do those. You can just do an offline one if you want. I guess he's talking about like you feel like you have to set up a hosted if you want to do something unique, which just do it offline. All right, let's see if we can get settled in here. I do think it's hilarious that with just, I don't know, 15 laps, 12 laps of practice or something, I was able to basically do just as fast a lap in the Corvette as I was the Porsche. Same conditions. This is a lot less scary on the brakes than the Corvette. I don't know that car at all. Hard to say. Unfortunately, it's everything matters. Car, conditions, simulator. It's really hard to say. I don't even remember what kind of lap times we do around Bathurst and iRacing, to be honest with you. I think it's like 202, 201, something like that. Man, that final corner really sucks in these two cars. Yeah, the only time I've ever put up a session is if I'm like hosting something for like community related, or I've done some sessions when we got like a lot of teammates that want to do something, say like practice for Bathurst, practice for Daytona, whatever. But yeah, I don't do a ton of those. Yeah, 201, 202, something in that range. I forget exactly. This is so much more comfortable than the Corvette. So much easier. Third on the final corner. Interesting. Come on, understeer. Save me. I'm not promising anything. That's 100%. I'm definitely not convinced I need to drive anything else, but yeah. Started with the Porsche for sure. It's definitely how these things tend to end up though. So hey man, we're just having fun. Yeah, no new cars. Porsche, Corvette, Ferrari, McLaren. I did the Porsche last night. Was just in the session, the league session with the Corvette. Doing the Ferrari now. Gonna do the McLaren next. Fortunately, I only have a week to make a decision, so really kind of have to figure that out. Guess I should be turning off TC, huh? Oh wow, what a difference that is.
44.425, that was your fastest lap of the session.
Did you say 44.4? That's ridiculous. Should have done that. Funny. Having TC off actually helps you rotate a little bit. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, they've been in here for NASCAR forever.
44.601.
I don't know why I went to third or second even. I'm sure they did forever ago. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually kind of quick. I don't know how the hell those guys were getting 43s in these practice sessions. Ooh. Maybe TC of 1? Gas traction control turned off right now. To my knowledge, yeah. I know, but like I run with those guys. Yellow is showing you ABS. I'm getting into ABS when it turns that color. Let's get a lap. Come on.
44.643.
True. Maybe in the green line if it at TC. Damn it.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Trying a little too hard. I do like without TC though. Quite nice. It's funny, without TC it almost feels like a Mustang. Or like actually more like the Merc. You can kind of like use the throttle to get a little broken loose to kind of drive it out of the corner a little bit more. Kind of like that. I don't think I'll be able to judge that graph until I've got it down here on my other monitor. I don't think I'll be able to judge it until I can do a real race with it. I need to see how close it is to my JRT stuff. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that they've got that thing in a pretty good spot. Come on. Yeah, it's got a ton of information on it. I like that it shows estimated laps remaining. I think that's going to be really useful. But I've got high hopes. We'll see. Find out next week. Come on, turn, Booch. Fuck. I mean, you were behind. Nice. Well, thanks for watching the ad. Those 30 cents that came my way are very appreciated. Jesus. No TC. Rear end is real hot all of a sudden. All right, now let's try to get a lap. No, you're fine, dude. You're fine. I'm just messing. Lose a tenth immediately. Can't find the time, man. Like the map. I'm towards front of my race. I'm just following that. Are you talking about like the track map? Yeah, I don't use that one. I've got it up on another monitor just because, but I'm not going to use that. I prefer no overlays, which is kind of cheating because my fourth monitor has all sorts of shit on it. I just don't look at it in a race, except for fuel, generally. Driving like ass. Yeah, track map. I think it looks great. I think for people that really want one and feel like, oh man, I've got to pay for Race Lab or whatever to have it, like, I'm happy for those folks. For me, I don't care. I literally have one on my fourth monitor just because I needed space. I needed to fill space. And I didn't know what else to put on there. I love the math. I love the quick math. I appreciate you. All right. 44.4 is my fastest. It's kind of interesting. Just in case. Get this thing loaded up. Let's go to the spaceship. What else is there to say about that thing? You're good, brother. Don't think she would have all the data just relaying it over radio. Yeah. I don't. People have been saying all sorts of weird things about that. Frankly, I don't get any of that. All right. TC off. Yeah, so apparently with the new update, they changed TC and ABS settings in the GT3 cars. And I mean, I noticed it immediately when I jumped into a session right after the build came up on Tuesday that I was in TC and the Porsche like constantly. It just was really strange. Normally TC is a thing, but not that often, or not like in a way that seems really intrusive. And I was in it constantly. And I've noticed that in the last 2 days, people on Reddit talking about it. And it seems like the meta right now is to turn TC off once the tires get warm. And I've done that. So running a couple laps, getting them good. And then once they're up and they're, warm enough, turn TC off. And it feels like totally fine, totally normal. No concerns of wrecking anything. So it seems like that's a little broken, would be my guess. But that's kind of where it's at right now. All right. What else can I say about the Ferrari? I mean, it felt smooth. It was definitely the fastest car. I'd still rather drive the Porsche. It literally feels like the Corvette, just easier to drive. Not sketchy. Let's say, didn't have, oh, I didn't realize I did. No, look at me. Didn't have the same entry oversteer as the Corvette. All right, give this bad boy a try, see how we feel. I'll say right now, I definitely am leaning to the Porsche. I mean, I know, like, shocker, everybody put Pikachu face and shit. I get it, you're not wrong. But I haven't seen anything yet that I'm like, oh man, that's so much more fun to drive. I think after I do this, I'm going to go back to the Porsche and try that one. So they did by adding a, I'll show you. So they actually added a slowdown at the inside of the entry of the bus stop, which is kind of insane, actually. They added a slowdown and a 1X. So there you go. Can't do that anymore. So here's the two main issues that I have with this car. I mean, the best thing about this car is the fact that it's a literal spaceship and you have the best view ever. Certainly the best. Amazing DDU for data on the dash. Love that. Ooh. Even with TC, this thing can get around on you. Biggest issues I have with this car are twofold. I feel like because it's so on the nose as far as like your view, sometimes it makes me a little queasy. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm going a million miles an hour, and sometimes that can mess me up a little bit. It makes me a little queasy. I don't know if I could do that for an entire season and just deal with that. I'm not sure. So that's number one. Number two, because you're on the nose and you feel like you're going a million miles an hour, I have a hard time judging like braking distances and all that sort of thing. It's like the literal opposite problem that I have with the Mustang. Because I'm in a truck, or so it feels, in the Mustang, I feel like I'm going slow as shit. But in fact, you're actually flying. And so I just naturally miss braking markers and points and turn-in points and all that as a result of the field of view differences, I guess. So those two issues with this car, I've driven it in 6-hour races, 3-hour races. I've definitely spent a lot of time in this thing. But those are my two primary problems with this car. I mean, I legitimately feel like I'm in an LMP2. Like, you feel like you're flying, you feel like you're literally sitting on the ground. Weird. And to be fair, like, in the real world, when I had the real world Corvette, I remember sitting in that car the first time when I took a test drive. And, you know, for like the previous 2 years I'd been driving, you know, just my F-150, you legitimately feel like you were sitting on the ground driving on the interstate. It's crazy. But yeah, so to think that like you should feel like that in a Corvette, but you don't feel that in the game as much, but in this car I feel like I'm literally sitting on the hood of the car. It's crazy. All right, kind of gimmicky. Yeah, I'm not mad at it either. It's actually fine as long as you keep your tires on the racetrack. You're fine. So there is a difference there between like the slowdown and a 1X. So I did it very egregiously to show you the slowdown, but honestly just driving around, like, I have not triggered that slowdown without trying to do it. So you have to be very egregious to get the slowdown. To get the 1X, not so much. But oh, pay attention. Oh, it's just crazy. Shit. I'm going so fast I forgot to turn. I'm sure in reality I'm going just the same. Same as the others, it just doesn't feel that way. It's like riding it feels like you're riding a roller coaster. Like, I've literally had streams before where I've driven this car and I've gotten queasy and I've had to like stop and I just don't tell you guys. Oof. Just thinking about it. I should stop talking about it. I do like the way it sounds. It's going to be really good at a track like Watkins, by the way. Let's keep that in mind as we look at the lap times. I'd be surprised if this isn't the fastest car.
45.258. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I don't know the last time I drove this car. Keep that in mind too. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. I just haven't really tried to figure it out. That's actually getting to me right now. Come on. God, that sounds so good. Yeah. Definitely the play. Come on. I think I can push through this for at least a couple laps.
.773. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
You can see how we kind of immediately get to those lap times. 44.7, 3 laps in. I guess I should turn the TC off, huh? This is one car I'm not sure turning the TC off is a great idea, to be honest. Too early. Corner like that right there, TC off is a bad idea. Whew. A lap.
44.367. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, I much prefer like mid-engine, rear-engine cars. Just always have. Like I never even was really even good at the fronts until I spent some serious time with the Mustang. And even then, I don't think I drove it long enough to really get good at it. funny. I was expecting it to be a little bit quicker with the TC. Funny. So yeah, you can get it to rotate a little bit better there, which is pretty nice. Not quite as fast. Loving the ads, huh?
44.486.
Yeah, I don't think I can do any more of that. Oof. That's rough. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. It's sad it's the fastest car. It does sound good. It's a great car, man. I mean, if you're like into it, you can manage it. It's a great car. Actually, the RSTC. Oh, my stomach can't take this car. Can't. There's just no way, man. I don't feel good right now. Literally driving that thing for 5 laps. Not great. Let's go back to the goat. See how she feels. I need to step. I need to walk away for a minute. Give me a minute. I just need to like walk around. All right, let's see how we get on with the Porsche. Watkins, it's got 11. Wow, it's almost max Wang. Okay. We'll get a beer. No, I'm good. I don't drink. Oh, you think? Yeah, I mean, it could also help the fact that I just drove everything else. It's like coming back to an old freaking glove. Yeah. You're good. I just can't get over this feeling of how much more floaty this car feels. Get that 44-0. That would be sweet. Something about it just feels so much more disconnected than before. Cannot put my finger on it. TC right there. Let's try to get out of that. Turn TC off, see what happens. Tire's definitely not warm. Let's try it. Oh, that's interesting. Not as lively. Just weird. It feels the opposite to me. Do you mean that like in any specific situation, like exits, entries? I can see it on exit. Like it's not as lively on exit as say like a Merc or a Mustang or something where it's kind of getting a little loose on you. Yeah, definitely true. Or definitely same experience, I guess. But I feel like the weight shift is crazy in this car. Yeah, it should have great grip with the weight being back there. And look, like this car is not going to be the fastest around Watkins. Doesn't really suit Watkins very well. I knew McLaren would be the fastest. I still think that's going to hold true. Hell, I'd probably do Aston and Merc around here faster than any of these cars, to be honest. Never surprises. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely one thing about it I like. Like, I understand its quirks. So I don't ever have to worry about throwing it around too hard. You're very rarely going to see me wreck the Porsche. I mean, I said that, and I'm about to wreck the Porsche, but in a race situation, like, I'm so comfortable with that car this car, you're very rarely going to see me make like a crazy mistake. That's crazy to drive that out of there with no TC. Yeah, I think this is definitely more of a front engine situation track. I mean, Ferrari's going to be quick here. We saw McLaren's going to be quick here too, but... the no TC thing definitely helps in a couple corners. That's for sure. Somewhere you might normally get a little bogged down, you can kind of like power through them a little bit. Middle of the corner exit.
45.228. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
I think having all that weight on the back is just going to keep it so consistent on exits. That's one thing I did like about the Merc. I felt like you could really drive it out of a corner because you could use your right foot to decide like how much you want it to move, you know? Where you don't really get that luxury in this car. But TC off, a little bit more of that going on. I need to stop going to second there. Yeah, 9's a challenge because you got to get over that like transition. You don't want to do that overly sideways. I was trying to hit the throttle to get it to break loose a little bit. See if I could be a little bit more squirrely with the back end. It was a 1x lap anyway, so. Turn 10?
44.932.
Oh, I see. I know what you're saying. This car doesn't do as well with that. I remember last season or 2 seasons ago when I was doing these streams and I had people like arguing with me about it, like they're like, you're faster in the McLaren, whatever it was. But you're gonna pick the Porsche, it's a mistake, you know, it's this, and you should be doing this car, you're just doing it because your feelings or whatever. And it's just like, holy shit. And then I go win like, I don't know, 2 races in the league. Did totally fine, by the way. It is funny how that works. What you're comfortable with is really important. Speed's one thing, but I tend to forget racing situations. You know what I mean? And I was just like, bro, stop trying to convince me what to drive. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. I think that's very clear, but it's crazy. Yeah. I think that was last season or 2 seasons ago. Because, like, objectively, if you just look at the numbers alone, it was like, I think we were at Watkins too, which I'm telling you, like, it's just not going to be a Porsche track. I promise you, next week, it's not going to be a Porsche. It's not going to be the Porsche meadow people running around here. It's just not that car. Yeah, I just drive what I like. Honestly, I don't really care too much. I want to compete in our league. That's what I care about. I've been able to do that quite well with the Porsche. I would part of me would like to drive something different just for the sake of learning something different. I have to also be honest with myself about how much time do I have to practice and how much do I even want to practice. Because if that's not a thing, then, you know, I'm going to struggle competitively driving something totally different. Versus this car, I can just literally get in and just drive. I don't even have to think about it. Like, when we do the Wednesday night races, I don't practice before those races. I just jump in, do the 30 minutes or so before quali that you guys see when I'm live, and that's it. No prep. It's funny without TC right there. Oh, 100%. Yeah, the bop unfortunately is a big deal in iRacing.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, 44. So I'm basically back to where I was the other night. I don't know. Maybe give the TC back. It was 3. Yeah, true. Like, I'm all for, like, different, you know, different horses for different courses and all that sort of stuff. Like, that's fine. I just think we need a big enough spread where that is okay. You know? It can't be, like, different courses for different courses, and then all the courses are Ferrari tracks. You know, it's got to be, like, a balance. Give me the Long Beach, you know, where the Lambo's gonna thrive. Give me whatever. All that kind of thing. Can't really tell what gear I want to be in some of these. Tried second, tried third. I need like a 2.5. Like, look how much TC was in that. Ooh.
44.908.
Rip. It just becomes a lot of effort. This current track or next week's track. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think for me, I've been doing it long enough. I know pretty much all the tracks we're going to race at over the course of a season. So it makes it a little easy for me. Why are you getting so many ads? I swear I don't have that many ads set up. Where do you, are you in the US? Yeah, exactly. He's going mad, man. Australia. I wonder if that's why. Forgot about that. Haha, I'm not far behind you, Greg. See you, bud. No, I'm serious. I wonder if YouTube sells like more ads in different countries for any number of reasons. Maybe they make more money on ads in Australia versus wherever. I don't know.
45.192.
You definitely seem to be getting more ads than most people. I don't know why. Alright, well, my lap times aren't going anywhere positive right now. Yeah, I don't think I could get much more than a 44.7 in these track conditions. So yeah, I'm 4/10 off the McLaren, I think, right? 44.3? I don't know. I wonder if I should load up another track and redo some of this. It's fascinating to feel the difference between TC and no TC, though. I wonder if they're going to do something about that. Or this is just going to be the meta for a season. At this track, mid-engine. I mean, definitely the McLaren felt the best. Like, no question on that. And I'd say Ferrari felt better than the Corvette. I don't know where this falls in there, though. I mean, I'm definitely getting some weird understeer, but only in a couple places, which I find fascinating. The final corner, the chute, I guess, turn 6. Trying to get a good turn 1. There we go. Finally. Understeer there. Kind of normal to get it right there. Nah, I don't think I'm getting anywhere near that. I think this car is just objectively not as fast as the others here, to be honest. I do love how I can get some of these exits here without TC. Almost the fastest. 7 milliseconds slower. Yeah, I'm not going to make any huge breakthroughs. I think I've found my limits of pace here. I don't know, but I can see them. I do see the emojis. Somebody's having fun with it. You gonna be watching the World Cup? Oh, dude, yes, yes. I'm not a soccer fan at all, but sign me up for the World Cup. So, funny you ask, because I put I use Google Calendar for all my stuff, and I found a Google Calendar for the World Cup specifically with every single match and put it on my calendar. Like, holy shit. It is taking over my calendar. So yeah, I'll be watching tomorrow. I think the first game's like 3 o'clock Eastern. Yes. I think we would probably lose. I don't know what the American team's supposed to be any good this year or what. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to watch. I just enjoy anything like that. Where's your TC? Didn't hit anything. We're never good. I mean, yeah. Certainly not, like, with respect to the rest of the world, no. It might distract me. No. No, it's fine. They are playing each other? No, like really? I thought you were joking. That would actually be hilarious. Born in England, moved to Canada when I was 16. Nice. Yeah, now I have to look. Right over here. Oh yeah, who's winning the game? Holy shit. Get wrecked. What the hell? Mahomes to make over 500 million in a rework deal? That's ridiculous. World Cup. Home. US? Friendlies. Oh, we're not in the same group, right? So that we don't play them. Picture squad. Oh my god. Just tell me. What's our schedule? Oh, that's right. So we play them first game Friday night.
In your mind, what is a successful World?
Making it out of the group stage. For us, I feel like that's always success. Let's go to schedule. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I just think it's cool, man. The fact that it's in the US is fun, or at least North America. It'll be a good time. Does that show the schedule? No, just back to that. Who does Iran play? I saw them. Oh, that's right, New Zealand. That's right. Iraq. It's just crazy to see some of these countries. To think. Yeah, it'll be fun. Like I said, I like the fact that it's here. I think it'll be fun to have these games happening like at times that make sense for me to watch. Pretty excited about that. But yeah, they could play each other. Yeah, we're kind of playing them right now, like in the real world. I mean, I don't think it's going to go very well for them, but we're kind of playing each other. If he's calling me a traitor for saying I'm going to be supporting England, I mean, but that's smart though. Just tell her you're playing the game of logic. Because like, if you're supporting Canada, like, look, I love my Canadian brethren. You know, I love it. Your maple syrup is fantastic. But England's going to kick your ass in soccer, so you might as well go with the team that's better. I actually don't know shit about soccer. I'm just gonna assume that England is probably way better than Canada in soccer. That's all. I mean, shit, isn't y'all's ground frozen for like, I don't know, 8 months out of the year anyway? How could you possibly play soccer? Now, if this was like the Olympics and we're playing hacky, then they got nothing for you guys. Group D, third G. Ticket, dude, yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of that. Definitely seen a lot of that. Crazy ticket prices. Which really sucks, man. For obvious reasons, but it just seems like it'd be really cool if people that really love the sport could go to the game and not have to like mortgage their house to do so. It seems ridiculous. England's third faves to win. Oh, damn, nice. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, who are the other two? I'm guessing like Brazil, maybe Argentina, Germany. They're always good. France. I don't know. I'm guessing some of those teams are probably the top 3 or 4 or 5, right? Australia? Nah, we're not playing rugby, brother. Sorry. Want an underdog? Yeah. If it's a winter sport, hey, smart actually. Oh, Spain. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. France, yeah, I forget that dude's name. I see him all the time. They're like best player. God, what's his name? See him all the time. Also, kind of want to watch this game. Wish I could. Do we have like a prediction anywhere? Like, what do we? Give me like odds. We got like odds makers. Schedule, standings, brackets, statistics. No. Bracket. Spain. Wow. Spain's number 1. Interesting. Spain, France, England, Portugal, Brazil. Oh, and Argentina. Okay, Germany. I was kind of on it. Oh, that's right. Netherlands. They're always quite good. Norway. Fascinating. America. 50-1, baby. I like them odds. It's not going to go well. If we made it out of our group, I'd be happy. And I don't even remember who's in our group. Paraguay, Australia. Oh, bro, Australia, y'all gonna get wrecked by America. Paraguay. Well, they're not higher than us. And Turkey I haven't seen yet. Where y'all at? Oh, that's Portugal. Turkey. Why don't I see them anywhere? Didn't even know that was a country. Where are you guys from? Let's find it. How many people could possibly live in this country? And what's their... Oh, I lost it. Bro, what? What's the population? That's crazy. Oh, back to me. Damn, 500,000 people? That's crazy. What do we got, like 300 million people here? Probably would still kick our ass in soccer. It's sad. That's pretty wild. Senegal. Dakar. Is that where the Dakar rally is held? Just kidding. I have no idea. Sahara. Fascinating. Ronaldo. Oh, yeah. Messi. What's up, Brad? Phils or what? No, stop it. I can't believe we lost today, dude. Nationals were winning 9-1. We lost 11-10. Dude walked it off with a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th for the Giants to beat the Nationals. So sad. So sad. Where's our box score at? I was unhappy. Yeah, I'm a Nationals fan. Yeah. Oh, where is it? I mean, it was awesome.
This command has
I don't think I can show this. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares?
been sharp.
Oh, that's not it. Show me the... I mean, it was actually epic. The funny thing about this, the guy that hit the grand slam grew up in Fairfax, Virginia, and is a big Nationals fan, or was a big Nationals fan as a kid. So to set the stage, bottom of the 9th, no outs, Nats are up 10-7, bases loaded.
High drive. Right field. Out of here.
I mean, it was epic. I wasn't happy about it. At the end of the day, we still won the series. That's all that matters. But yeah, that was pretty epic. I got to give that guy his flowers. But the cool thing is, like I said, he grew up in Fairfax, Virginia. So he grew up as a Nationals fan, went to all the games, was in the stands for like a lot of their like cool, successful things that happened to them in 2019 and whatever. And he's the one that goes up and hits the grand slam to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Good for him. Good for him. But good for him. Oh, let's see how this game. I am curious very much. This game. No video. Don't want to get in trouble. I don't need to see this again. Just dismiss. Oh, later pocket. Messi. That's right. He is Argentina. Most of the groups look fairly predictable. Who's going to make it through? Oh, really? So I guess what, I mean, United States then, right? Schwarber. Wait, what record? Is he on pace for like the single season home run record or something? I really hope he does not. I'll be honest. Really? Team record? Okay, I could settle for that. 40? Oh, okay. No, wait a second. Where is he? Let's see if we can find what he's got. 23 homers. What is the record right now? 73 or something? No. What did Barry Bonds hit? '73. Yeah. 20s. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, brother. Well, how many games have we played so far? 67. Jesus. 67 games. Got 162. He's got to hit in 100 games. He's got 23 and 67. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. No chance. 73. I mean, that's gonna be a challenge. Wasn't it didn't what's his face make a run at it not long ago? What's his face? Aaron Judge. Not even gonna try. (2022) hit 62. Okay, I thought he was getting there. Oh wow, I didn't realize that was the AL record. Fascinating. 7th all time. That's crazy. Love it. The clean record. Love that. Barry Bonds, Sosa, McGuire. Pretty fair. That's right. Because, yeah. Oh. Kind of respect that. Oh, he hit one out? Nice. Yeah, I can't imagine he's going to do that. That'd be pretty cool. But, yeah, I don't see it. Make it through to the knockout. Pop it back. Not really. I mean, I'll show you what I came up with. If you want to take a gander. Porsche was slowest. Vet touch faster. Ferrari I literally got faster all the way through. McLaren was fastest, but man, I just get nauseous. I get a little queasy when I drive that car, and I feel like it's because you're sitting on the nose so hard. Ferrari was definitely the best car overall. Didn't make me feel queasy. Still plenty fast. It was actually easy. I hit a 44.4 and I was like, wait, did I just hit a 44.4? Like, yeah, it was very easy. Felt like a Corvette, just didn't have quite the same problems as the Corvette. I like the Corvette. I had to click it up one on the wing just to get some stability in the rear. Corvette was fine. I'd be okay to drive it, but I'm not sure why you would drive the Corvette when you can just drive the Ferrari. It's just a faster Corvette. Doesn't look as good, in my opinion. But it doesn't sound as bad either. Yeah. Got a little cold lately on tear. Oh, okay. On the nose. Yeah, you really feel it, man. You really feel it. Why America? Actually, phenomenal point. I cannot believe I said that out loud. You're right. You're right. It's definitely better. Definitely better. Having an off day, Beamer felt terrible. That session's weird, man. I'm not sure. You're not the only person to say that. Who came in here was talking about it? Shit, I forget who it was, but somebody else came in here was like, I don't know, bro. Oh, Michael. He came in here talking about it. I feel the same way. Like, I don't know how those guys were doing 43 something. They were low 43s. I have no idea how. So this was from last night. And then this was actually from the session tonight. And then these, I literally copied the same session that we were driving from Elbows Out. So the weather was all the same through all of those. But frankly, there was something to what am I doing? There was definitely something to the session. Yeah, Tyler, same deal. It just didn't feel great. I felt, and I don't know, I couldn't tell whether it's the session. I don't know whether maybe the cars are feeling a little bit different, you know, after the release. I'm not really sure what it was, but yeah, I was struggling with the Porsche. I mean, look, Watkins Glen is not a Porsche track, right? We know that. But yeah, I don't know. It felt very floaty. I was feeling tons of like weight distribution moving left to right, like a lot of lateral motion. You get that in the Porsche anyway. You certainly know. But even more, I don't know. It was really weird. Yeah, lots of understeer, especially for me. I felt a lot of that in the final corner. I had a hell of a time getting back to the throttle in the final corner, and that was really true in all the cars, even the McLaren. It was probably the best one through there, but I felt that in all of them. And we're talking, you know, shit. If a Porsche is not good at Watkins Glen and I'm 3/10 off the Ferrari, like, I don't know. Feel like I'm doing okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, I have no idea how those guys are doing 43s. I tried the whole TC off thing too. And it did help me out for the Corvette and the Ferrari, but not so much in the Porsche and not so much in the McLaren. So, you know, I don't know. Very inconclusive to say the least. But that session felt very strange to me, and I really just don't know why. So yeah. When I first was driving the Corvette, brother, that thing, I literally feel like I was approaching corner entry with just mentally thinking about touching the brakes, and it was just like literally just wanted to do 90 immediately. It was terrifying. To the point that I felt like the only way to drive the car was to click it up 1 degree of wing. So take that for what it is. And all the setups I was using, they were all VRS, but they were all from season 1. So they're pretty old. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to take from it. I had fun doing it until I got a little queasy in that McLaren. Son of a bitch. But yeah, other than that, good times. So all that to say, I don't know whether I'm any closer to anything. I don't know. Increase the brake bias instead of the wing. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to give it a shot. The biggest issue for me about basically switching from the Porsche, not about picking a car. I'm so comfortable in that car. It's like you're signing up for a season of pain because you know, at least for like half the season, I'm going to spend it trying to find every little bit that I already kind of have, you know, in the Porsche. That's the hard part. And I don't know I'm not sure how comfortable I'll be knowing that I pick a different car. We go to like week 1 of the season, week 2 of the season, and I'm rolling for like P10, you know, and I'm busting my balls trying to get to P10. And I know that if I was in the Porsche, I'd be like P4 or whatever, you know, something higher. That's going to piss me off to no end. So I don't know. I don't know what to take from it. At a loss. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot more forward. Interesting. No idea. Gonna wait. Yeah. Trying to get my mind around the Porsche. Can't drive it for the life. Times are similar. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of movement. A lot of lateral movement. A lot of understeer. You got to be really good on the brakes. You got to be like, you got to love, you know, trail braking that thing in there. Just kind of nature of the beast. Just be a porker driver. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, I definitely do not feel obligated to drive anything differently. But it's one of those things, like we get to this part of the season or the year, and I'm like, well, I don't know. It'd be cool to drive something else, you know? And then I do this and I try all the cars, and I'm like, well, yeah, it's a little bit faster at Watkins, but I feel like we always test at Watkins for some reason. But yeah, I mean, shit, I guarantee you, I take this thing to like Portimao or I don't know, somewhere else. I'll kill it with the Porsche. Porsche factory driver. True. There's a couple of us, that's for sure. That's a couple. So yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss. The problem is we have to make a choice by Wednesday. So we've got basically 6 days and 23 hours to make a decision. So yeah, there it is. Estra who? Love it. Love it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, at the moment, I'm certainly leaning towards the Porsche. And honestly, like if I had to pick something else right now, I'd probably pick the Corvette, just because I know it, I like it, I'd have fun with it, you know, and just kind of make a time of it. So I'd probably go there. If I had to pick right now, and I couldn't drive the Porsche, probably go Corvette. And I'm probably leaning like, I don't know, maybe like 70-30 towards the Porsche at the moment. It's just hard. It's hard to feel confident to make that decision knowing you're gonna have to stick with it for 12 weeks. Um and I'm competitive. It'd be different if it was like, you know, I didn't give a shit. I could just kind of go in, send it, have fun with it, whatever. I want to compete, you know. I would be very frustrated to go through the first 2 or 3 races finishing like P10, knowing that if I was in just a different car, I would have better results. It would get on my nerves, like unquestionably. So, and I don't practice. That's the other part of it too. Like, if I was like, yeah, I'm going to sit, I'm going to commit, going to put in some practice, get ready, you know, be ready to rip, spend the time, learn the car, really know it in and out. Maybe I'd be more inclined, but given the fact that I literally do not practice, I pop up at 8 o'clock every Wednesday night, do maybe like 30 minutes of laps, quali, go get it. Like whatever. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I just need the time. Need the time to figure it out. But yeah, in Corvette, I'm at least closer to that because I have way more time in that car than any other. I mean, I think outside of the Porsche, I definitely spent the most time in the Corvette. Would probably have to be number 2. Um, After that, it's probably Mustang or Merc. They're probably pretty close together. Old Ferrari, I have a lot of time in, but not this one. So yeah, I would need a lot of time, and I just don't see myself putting in that time right now. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's tough to sit there and say, yeah, I'm gonna make a decision where I know I'm not going to be as good. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit, that's hard. That's hard. Hard decision to make. Really want to understand the Porsche. Then the VAT 310's quicker. True, actually true. I know the in-car, I say this all the time, right? Like, I actually think the Corvette sounds really good, just not in the cockpit. On the exterior sounds incredible, in my opinion. Interior, not good. But yeah, we'll see. I'll do more laps. I think what I need to do is not run at walk-ins. I need to find a track that we ran last season, so I have a more up-to-date setup. And maybe I'll just take the Porsche and the Vet and just do, let's make a list real fast. So let's just, I mean, it's very, very easy. This is not going to happen because I'm not going to puke over it. Let's look real fast. Let's see what I've got here. So this is season 2 schedule. So I can look at this to see what kind of setups we have. That's season 2 schedule. What else do I need to look at? I want to see updated schedule, but I don't think they've got it in here yet. Oh yeah, they do. Is there, so Road Atlanta could be an interesting choice. I know we just did that. Road America, that's going to lean towards the Vet and the Ferrari anyway. I don't know, there's a lot of these tracks. So Watkins Glen, if we're just going to say Corvette or Ferrari, so like one of those two or Porsche, what, you know, which one leads? God damn, I can't speak. Let me think of the best way to do this. Let me put our schedule on the screen. Where are you? Here we go. Let's just do this. Oh, I love my I'm happy about Miami. Easy for me to say. Let's do this real fast. I'm curious. So what I want you to do, I want you to think, if I'm picking a car between Corvette Ferrari as one and then Porsche as one, which car is suited to each of these tracks? Knowing what you know. Obviously, if things have changed a little bit, we don't really know. But just knowing what we know today, which cars would you pick for each of these? And what I'll do, I'll just shorthand it by saying Corvette and Porsche. Okay? So you guys help me out here. Anywhere in, just pick a track and tell me what you think. I know there's only like a couple people in here, but let's have some fun with it. See what you guys think. And then we can add them up. So we'll say Corvette, total, Porsche, total. So Vet, Road America, totally agree. Totally agree. Most sport, that might be a toss-up, in my opinion, but let's go here for now. Watkins, definitely true. Daytona's tough. So I'm going to say Porsche for Daytona only because of the damn bus stop. We don't really know. If they do something about the bus stop, I would agree that on raw pace alone, it would be Corvette / Ferrari. But if that bus stop stays as it is, I think we have to give that to Porsche. Le Mans, definitely Corvette. And the funny thing is, it's more Corvette / Ferrari because of the fucking Porsche curves, which is the most ironic thing ever. Like, trying to go through those curves of the damn Porsche is terrible, and I hate it. It drives me crazy. Interlagos tough on the Corvette. Yeah, actually, I think Interlagos is a Porsche track myself. I agree with you. Miami, I also agree. I love this. I love that we agree. Porsche, or this has got to be Corvette / Ferrari territory. I would assume this is more Corvette Ferrari territory. This, I feel pretty confident, would be a Porsche track. I have no idea about VIR, to be honest. Road Atlanta, that's probably a toss-up. Probably a toss-up. I'll say 50-50, and I'll just say 50-50 because I really don't know. Oak Tree. Yeah, I'm just thinking there's a lot of high speed stuff at VIR though. And if they just not neutered, but if they added drag to the Porsche and then they actually added horsepower to the Corvette, a little concerned about that. All right, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, 2 for the 50-50s. Which leaves us with, I'll just count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually surprised it's 4. So what do we got? Porsche, or I'm sorry, Porsche. Miami, Interlagos, Fuji, Daytona. And frankly, Daytona, if they do something about the bus stop entry in the same way they just did something about the Watkins Glen bus stop entry, this probably changes. Yeah, for sure that would change. VIR, I don't know. I don't know that I've driven GT3s around VIR in a long time. I do think that the Porsche would be better at VIR in like sector 1. You know, thinking about right before you go up the S's. I think everything before that is probably Porsche territory. S's whatever. fast left, whatever. Oak Tree, I agree with you. It's probably a Porsche. Top end down that back straight. Ugh. I don't know. Actually, I think I'd give it to the Porsche. I certainly don't know, but I think I'd give it to the Porsche. Just fascinating. Road Atlanta. I guess I could, well, I don't have times for the others. I'm trying to think about Road Atlanta. Probably, certainly Porsche in turn 1. Porsche really sucks at the bottom of the S's at Road Atlanta. God, what is it? Turn 7? That hard right-hander right before you get on the back straight at Road Atlanta. God, that thing sucks. Just in general. I bet you I'd be better. I'd have less understeer, I would assume, in a Corvette than the Porsche. Because for some reason, I just cannot get the damn thing to turn there ever. I don't know. Maybe turning off TC would help, I guess. I don't know. Probably 50-50-ish. It might actually be, maybe lean ever so slightly towards the Corvette. I'm not really sure. Look at Spa. Porker. You think Spa for the Porsche? I would be floored if I was faster at Spa in the Porsche over the Ferrari. Corvette, maybe. Ferrari, I think almost no chance. I mean, the issue for me with the Porsche at Spa, like going through like Puhan, I don't know if that second corner, that it's basically just one long left, right? That second one, brother, I don't know what it is with the setups they give us, but that thing feels like it's on a complete knife edge every time in the Porsche. Same thing going through Blanchimont. No, is that the right corner? The one at the very end, it's like a really hard, not hard, but very fast left-hander before you get to the final chicane. Man, that thing is so sketchy in a Porsche. It's crazy. Blanchimont. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's fast, I guess, but it's not. There's no way. No way. It's as fast as a Ferrari. Just historically, I know that's true for me. We got to remember too, they've fucking added drag to the Porsche. So annoying. I feel like for what, a year and a half, we had to sit there and tolerate Mustang dominance. They make the Porsche good for like 5 weeks, and then like, oh, let's put drag on it. Let's go ahead and slow this thing down. It's a little too fast. Like, come on, bro. Fuck. Porsche VIR for you. Can't really say. Do Porsche for Monza? I don't know, brother. I don't think so. I personally just don't see it. I think that would have been true a week ago, but adding drag to that car, I just think about this. From my experience, I'm curious how you guys feel about this, but from my experience, when iRacing makes a change, they go too far. It's so rare that it's like, oh, we added some drag, and it's like, God, it's still too fast. Like how many times have you heard that? You know, like, oh man, we added some weight to the Mustang to slow it down at Nordschleife, and it's like they must have just put a boulder on the back of that bitch because it's terribly slow. You know, it loses like 3-4 kilometers an hour going on the straight at Nords. Like they don't ever seem to make a change and it be like not enough. They seem to over nerf things more than anything. So my guess is adding the drag, they probably really added some drag. That's my guess. We're gonna have to find out. Unfortunately, I'm not going to drive all these cars, all these tracks in the next 7 days, 6 days. So you have to make a call. But I was curious. I'm certainly not picking based on this alone, but I was just kind of curious, thinking about where we're going with the season and what we would what we might attribute these to. I'm gonna put this in my Discord and see what other people think. I'm kind of curious, actually. Let's see. I was testing there. If you do a small lift, you die. Wait, what? What are you talking about? A lot more hours on the vet. VIR is Porsche to me. Interesting. Oh yeah, you got to keep your foot in it. That's the thing. Like with the Porsche, you have to know. Like you have to keep your foot in it a little bit. at places like Blanchimont so that you have a little bit of downforce. If you don't do that, the rear end just comes around so fast. It's tough. It's tough. I like Porsche with Monza. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it. I just think that top end is really critical, and I feel like they overly assist in changes, whether it's negative or positive. Change to the vet feels nice. Still mid pack. Great on cold tires. Love it. Love it. I've been here since 0. Just want you to know that. Okay. I'm just kidding. I appreciate you. All right, let me do that. I do want to put it in my Discord, and I do want to put it in our league Discord. So anywho, let me. I'll shut it down and then I'll do that. All right, boys. Well, thanks for being here. I had fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know we don't have a whole lot of interesting stuff happening yet because the season hasn't gotten here, but it's coming. It'll be here before you know it. I'll probably do a little bit more throwing the veteran card for the Porsche. I mean, it's true. It's true though, you know. I like it too. Yeah, I'll probably do a little bit more. We're at what, Wednesday? I gotta do something. Maybe this weekend I'll do a stream, or maybe Friday night. I don't know. Gotta look at our schedule, see what the hell's going on. But anyway, I'll be back. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Good luck in school, my man. Go learn you something. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate all of your insight and your help. The chat makes it worth doing. So thank y'all for being here. I'll see y'all later.